Hello and welcome. So, I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword. And this is being published on Friday the 23rd of May 2025. And our setter is Jalna. Now, I would have said Jalna is one of our regular setters who provides a couple of puzzles a month, but actually we haven't seen them since right at the start of April, so almost 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago. They've done 6 puzzles this year. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. A couple of 11-minuters, most of them around the 20-minute mark, and a worst of 24. So yeah, most kind of 4 puzzles around the 19 to 24 mark, a couple at the 11s. But I think Jan was one of the tougher setters. But I think I was getting more comfortable with them. I've managed all of their puzzles this year, with just one spelling mistake in one of them. So I'm not going to beat himself up about that. Right, let's reset the timer and crack on. Very square Aussie is upset if I am drunk. Very square Aussie is upset. Get it and become popular. I thought it was an in there, something. Best possible current agreement. Best is elite. Possible current agreement is treaty. Current is I think. Ideal, yes, ideal. Pretty short sound made by a bird. Pretty. A bird. A hoot. A bird. A looks very whatever there really. A tit. A disliked being emailed again by senior journalist. You'd thought senior journalist is an editor. Or I would have emailed. Dislike being emailed. Spammed. Spammed. Emailed again. I think something. Resented. Okay. Why is that resented? Not sure. Resent. Yeah, by editor. Yes. Nice. Okay. Regular appearance from Wild. Idols. Alternate letters. Bad-tempered and certainly devoid of energy. Bad-tempered, so certainly is sure or yes. Take out an E. Surly, I think. Certainly is surely. Surly, yeah, surely and certainly. I think Roger, possibly. So as a thesaurus, includes the synonym for well organised. Is that going to be thesaurus? No, it's not. Is that anagram Roger? I think so. Includes the. I think it's anagram of Roger. Which can't think what together. That'll be together. It's highly unlikely some stuff is actually returned. Not on. No, it's highly unlikely some stuff is actually returned. Is that hidden word backwards? If. As if, yeah, hidden word. Wow, what a hidden pair of words. 2 people wanting large car. I think there's an L going into 2 people. Don't know. I think the L probably goes there, but what 2 people? Dual. 1 entering revenue receipts on the left-hand side. Okay, that's clever. That's a bit of, I assume, something to do with double bookkeeping. 1 entering revenue. So revenue is income. Receipts on the left-hand side. It's clever, but I don't know it. Mediocre actors need to be changed. So I grab actors need, which is kind of cast. I don't know what cast would be. Side cast would be. I've got left D nor. Mediocre. Actually, just word meaning idiot. Mediocre, so it doesn't anything to do with like cast, is it? Humdrum. Right, well that's okay in the middle. Newspaper introducing fantastic feature. Newspaper, Sun, FT, Sun. I don't know what fantastic is though. Wow. Rag. Feature, okay, chin. Eye, nose. Let's look. Where you see marathon athletes at the end of the day, something about long in the long run. In the long run. Yep. Oh, so there's an L in here for a car. Still don't know what it is. Maybe it's L something car. Okay, author, 8 up, approval, finally. Dahl, yeah, Roald Dahl had upwards with an L on it. Elderly relative put it up in, that's niece, isn't it? No, not niece. Elderly relative. Nantes, yeah, Nan, and then put up his set, nonce. I think it's nonce, I say, isn't it? All that is in place for learning poetry. Something about verse. All that is universe. Why is that in place? Let's put a U there for universe, not sure. Golly. Awesome rants, so that's probably now about former country. Central, no. Oh, former country. Awesome rants about greater, no. About former country. I'm assuming we're just looking for the name of an old country. Grand, noblewoman, gladly, gladly, and ladies with an L for liberal and things. As it, in a way, we are essentially breaking into a part of the web. As it, is it, in a way, we, as it were, in a way, as it were. So why is that part of the web? I think, as it were. International group of performers, so intact, okay, intact. What? 2 people wanting large car. Why can I not see that? Cause? Is that as it were? Not sure. Okay, as it were. In a way, is as it were. We are essentially breaking into as it were into a part of the web. Why is that? I'm not sure what that is really, as it were. Strand of polymer in one merino. Yeah, that's a merino wool. Or merino wool, should I say, don't know. Might put pressure on. Might is power. Pressure, force. Might is force, isn't it, I think? Force. Put pressure on. Force, yeah, you pressure someone. You force them. A police department is far from basic. A. 1. Entering revenue receipts on the left hand side. The media actors need to be changed. Second best. Second rate, I think that is. I think that's PD. No, can't be police department. A PD. A. Far from basic. What's this? Sierra or something. Awesome rants. Rants about former. Maybe it's a current country. I'm trying to get Sierra Nevada in there, which clearly isn't a country. Sierra Leone is what I was trying to think of. Let's have a look at one across again. Very square Aussie is upset if I am drunk. Dinkum, fair dinkum. Very square, fair dinkum. Okay, dink. I don't know how to spell that. If I am drunk. Okay, that's just saying if I am drunk, isn't it? Fair dinkum. I think that's how. Do I have to spell it? I've had so many fails recently. So I think this is universe, but all that is in place for learning poetry. Sure, that's the universe. I'll come back to it. Newspaper, FT. Feature is facet, ace. There we are. Ace is what I was looking for. Pretty short sound. Tweet. Pretty. Teat. Tweet. Pretty short sound. Made by bird. Catch on, I guess is. Get it is to catch on. Become popular is to catch on, definitely. So yeah, not too much left, but a couple of ones that I'm really struggling with. One, entering revenue. Let's have a look at this one, because this has got an anagram of rants. Maybe I've just got this completely wrong. Maybe it's rants, which would be well, maybe it's a maybe it's a word meaning awesome, which is rants about. Um, hmm. Oh yeah, uni. Uni's a place for learning, isn't it? University, as in universe. Yeah, what is in place? Universe. This one, I just cannot. Pretty short sound. Tweet, teep, pretty, twee. Ah, okay. Short sound is a tweet without that. Yep. As it were. I don't get this one. I think we're putting we. Where is that going there? In a way, I think it's as it were. We're essentially breaking into a part of the web. I don't get that. Two people wanting a large car. The only word I can think of is cause. Cause, cows, cues, couple, cup, couple, coupe. Ah, yeah, coupe. Coupe. Okay, I'm going to put were as it were there. So it just leaves these three, which are also nice. This one, awesome rants. Is it just an anagram of awesome rants? Could be, could it? AWES some rants. Here it is, which gives me what? Let's tick off some letters. Awesome. ETR. ETR. SA. Which leaves me ASM. SMW. AEON. Gosh. Form country. Cannot see it at all. Draw it out horizontally, maybe. Something Western Sierra, Western WSTERN, so WSEN, SWSE, which leaves me Samoa. Ah, Western Samoa. Okay. Oh, okay, nice, good. So that's what's this? Informer. One enter in on the left-hand side. Port. One entering revenue receipts. And this one was a police department. Is far from basic, which means it's luxurious. One entering receipts is a receipts on the left hand side. Sinister on the left, so left is that was an incomer, income. Yes, okay, because it's to the left of right, I think, which makes this a police department, a acid. Wow. Wow, okay, that was a, a little bit of that was, funnily enough, a cryptic clue at the end there. Wow, acid. Wow, far from basic. Okay, that's a good, clever clue, but nasty without any checkers there. Right, let's try and decrypt everything. That was good, 12 minutes, just under 13 minutes. Let's go through that. Okay, so fair dinkum is something an Australian says, meaning okay, that's good. That's all right. That's I think very square. So I think it means it's okay. I don't know really. Very square. Um, anyway, upset is your anagram indicator that fair dinkum is an anagram of if I am drunk. If you get it, then you catch on. So get it in that sense is if you know there's a bit of information, bit of an idea or whatever, you get it. And to catch on is to become popular. So double definition. Best is ideal. Best possible is ideal. Current is I. So there's an abbreviation for current, which is I. And I can't remember what the reason is, but it's kind of scientific. letter you use for current, and an agreement is a deal. Pretty is twee. Short sound made by a bird. So a sound made by a bird is a tweet, but it's a short one, so it's twee. So tweet becomes twee. Disliked is resented, and being emailed again is resent by the senior journalist, who is an ed for editor. Resent ed. Regular appearances is telling you there's alternate letters coming up in wild, foolish. So I'll take the second and fourth of wild is the ID, and the second, fourth, and sixth of foolish is the OLS, which gives you megastars who are idols. Bad-tempered is surly. Certainly is surely, but you need to take the E out. It's devoid of energy, so surely becomes surly. Roger, which I think is the name of the thesaurus, possibly. So possibly here is an anagram indicator that we need to anagram Roger and include the. So put the into an anagram of Roger. It gives you together, which is, and so that's why, yeah, and then synonym, a synonym for well organised is together. So obviously in a crossword clue you don't normally need to say there's a synonym here, but the surface of this, because we're talking about Roger's thesaurus, we're talking about synonyms and things, so it just makes a better surface to the clue. It's highly unlikely is as if that would happen. Some is hidden word indicator. Return is telling it's back. No, sorry. Return is telling it's backwards because it starts and actually goes through is and ends in stuff to get to as if. Two people wanting large, so two people are a couple. Take out the L from couple, becomes a coupe, which is a type of car. One entering revenue receipts on the left hand side. Okay. I'm just going to pause while I think about the wordplay. Well, I'm not entirely sure about this, but I think the definition here is one entering. Someone who enters a place is an incomer. I think revenue is abbreviated to R. So if you think about HMRC, which is Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, revenue is an R, so that's a valid abbreviation, I think, for revenue. And then receipts on the left-hand side is putting receipts to the left of that, and receipts are income. I think that's how that clue breaks down. Mediocre is second rate. Actors need is an anagram of second rate, and to be changed is your anagram indicator. Newspaper is the FT, the Financial Times, introducing fantastic, which is ace, and a feature is a facet. Where you see marathon athletes at the end of the day, so we've got a double definition here. So you see marathon athletes in the long run, because a marathon is 26.2 miles. It is a long run, and at the end of the day is a way of saying in the long run this will happen. So it's double def. We've got the author, Roald Dahl. 8 up, so I've got had. I ate my dinner last night. I had dinner last night, going upwards. Approval, finally, so the L from approval, the final letter is an L. Elderly relative, it could be a nan. Put up is set, going upwards, so I put things on the table. I set the table. French city of, I think it said Nantes. All that is in place. No, all that is universe. So the universe is all that is. Place for learning is the uni, as in university, and poetry is verse. Awesome Rants is an anagram of Western Samoa. About is your anagram indicator, and Western Samoa is a former country because I'm trying to think what it's called now. I think it's just part of Samoa generally. I'm not sure. There you go. Anyway, so yeah, no longer a country in its own name. Grand is a G, standard abbreviation. Noblewoman is a lady. Welcoming L for liberal means gladly, and gladly is with a smile. In a way, we are essentially breaking into a part of the web. Right, I need to really look. Okay, I can see what's going on here. I think, yes. So part of the web is a site. So ASITE, which leaves us we is in the clue, and then R. The word R essentially. So essentially means take the essential letter, essential part of the word R, which is an actual letter R. So we, and then an R is WER going into a site, which is a part of the web, and as it were is in a way. International is int. It's abbreviated to int. A group of formers is an act, and still together is intact. A strand of polymer in one type of fabric. So a strand obviously telling us there's a hidden word across polymer in one, which is merino, and merino is a type of fabric. I think it's a type of wool, but I'm not sure on that, don't quote me. Might is to have force, and to put pressure on is to force. Yeah, you might force issue. And finally, a police department. So A is in the clue. Police department, CID, and then far from basic. So in this case, base, you get acids and alkalis, but things that aren't acid or alkali are bases. Um, so there we go. So therefore they are basic. So there we go. Wow. Tough little clue there. Did have a question mark on there to tell you it was a tough little clue, but wow. Under 13 minutes. Pleased with that. Thanks for watching.